Hello there! Hope you are all doing well. As you may remember, last episode I basically finished the castle and it's now time to move on to the next project. I gave it a few days and I ultimately decided now was the perfect time to upgrade my workshop. The old one was so horribly poorly made in the first episode and was always just a temporary place. But don't worry, this episode is not only about the workshop. I will also start building on the city outside of the castle. And I am so excited to show you the style I will be building it in. Let's get to it, shall we? One of the first things I had to do was to tear down the first version of my XP block farm. This space is where the new storage room and workshop will be. It didn't really take that long. Once that was done, it was time to design the workshop part, and it will consist of the storage room and the machine wings. There are 5 wings, one for each machine, except for Centriforge, because I don't know how to forge and probably won't learn it anytime soon. George's goods are great and will probably use them forever. Anyway, all the workshop wings are the same, except that the machine changes. I wanted to keep it simple but stylish, so I mainly used dark glass mixed with the oxide grey marble as well as dark mustard logs while scattering in some other blocks that fit the theme. It really works well together and looks really nice. I was kinda considering adding more decorations, but I just wanted it to be efficient, which is kind of ironic because the layout is really inefficient and I need to have 10 separate spark machines. Oh well, moving on. I quickly realized that I had to expand even further, so after the workbench and refinery wing, I whipped out my AoE hammers and got to work. Cave systems really make it annoying, but what can you do? After some time I had mined out the new area and had already finished up the next wing for compactors and shortly after that for mixers as well. This meant that only the wing for extractors was remaining. And you guessed it, it was quickly built as well. I had purposely left an area empty in the middle of all the machine wings, as this is the area I will have the main storage in. This is where I will have all the items that I use on a regular basis and need quick access to. It will also have furnaces and crafting tables. While keeping the same stylish theme, I started building and divided the walls into separate sections and labeled them to make it easier to store and find everything. Looks pretty good, I would say. I naturally needed to move my portals as well, so I figured that under the little stairway would be a perfect place for a sign and a portal. Works really well for quick access. And that meant that the workshop is essentially complete and ready to use, but there are still things that needed to be done. This is however where the one showed me his workshop and made me realize how much better I could have made it. But well, next workshop will be better, I promise. When I got back home, I started moving and sorting items from the old storage area. While I was doing this, I made sure to craft a lot of coils since I was still lacking a lot of compactors, mixers and extractors. While I was moving the items, I remembered that I had not made a mass storage area for random blocks that I got tons of, like rock or trunks, etc., or blocks that I generally don't use a lot of. So I started building 2 hallways with lots of clean chests underneath the machinery rings. One for rock type blocks and one for tree type blocks. Oh, and while I was placing coils, it seems I managed to break 4 million prestige. Hooray! While I was sorting the items in the new storage area, I kept getting attacked by mobs falling from the roof. It got so annoying I decided to finish the roof and made the area more secure. Mobs can still enter, but much less likely after these changes. Then one thing struck me. I remembered that I still had a lot of blocks in the reclaim. I made the decision to clear it once and for all. Yep, all the million blocks that are in it. But before I could do that, I had to expand the workshop with yet another room, a mass crafting room. It consists of over 400 crafting tables and around 120 refineries. With these, I will mass craft rock into stone and then mass craft that into refined rock. That rock will then be minted for absolute scrap, but it adds up with the amounts of rock that I have. It is a painful process to mass craft, but the experience drop you get afterwards is awesome. Here are a few examples. You just love to see it. But that's it. This is how the workshop will look like, probably for a very long time to come. Unless I expand it with farms at some point, we will see. Phew! All the boring chores are done. That took well over a week to get it all built and sorted, but I am so happy with the result and even more happier because this means that I can start on the next chapter of Foolshope. Time to start building the city. It's so nice to be outside the cave again. The difficult part of any city is getting up to speed with it, at least in my opinion. So I started by clearing some stuff away, like bushes and stuff, and just laid down the main road of the city and connected it with the castle. I will come back and make it nicer later, but for now we just want to know the rough placement of buildings around the road. I built a house and a little storage area just to have a bit of reference, but I think this is the time where we go back to live commentary. Okay, so I have now built this house and just started a little bit here. You've probably seen it. So what I want to do next is, or well, I guess I could have just explained that this is just something I started with because I find that it's difficult to start somewhere. That's the kind of hardest part, because once you get done with something and you can start visualizing where the next house will be, like for example I'm thinking a diagonal house right here and then something around here in that area. But I also realized that since this is now going to be the main square maybe in front of the castle, I'm not saying it's the main square of the city, but I'm thinking I kind of want a restaurant around here. So I'm gonna kind of test out and see if I can fit like a little terrace around here and then just fill in with some more houses and stuff here so that you can kind of see the castle, not fully, because I still want to have the castle visible, but I also want it to be kind of covered behind buildings so that it creates a lot of depth. So when you come from different angles, you will see different parts of the castle. So for example, if I run up here, I kind of want to visualize that I can maybe see this little part here, and then when you move up here, there will be a couple houses here that will block this side, but this side opens up. So if we stand here, maybe one house could be here, the edge, so that this side would still be covered, but you can kind of see the main part of the castle. So I'm trying to work around with that, but first of all, I think I'm gonna make the terrace here and then start placing just like this, just the foundation or the base structure of the buildings, and do some decorations afterwards. So I guess I'll get to working. I just spent 1 hour going through all of my chests just to find these chairs, and I found them in a very obscure location somewhere down at the workshop, and I had no memory of ever leaving them there, but apparently that's that's a place I thought was a good fit for them. But finally I can get back to building, but I will give you an update here in between the next clip and I guess the previous one, obviously. But I am going to decorate this place. I'm gonna place the interior and the balcony here, and I guess the top floor as well. Just because I don't know, why do I do that actually? Nah, it's just that I want to see how this kind of starts to look, and then I can kind of continue on the sides here. And as you can see, I've done quite a bit here, just getting the frames in, of course, and so on. But one thing I kind of want to avoid is to make it too repetitive. So I have started using a various amounts of colors, and then I've played around with diagonal buildings and so on. And then I have this huge building here, which is going to be a restaurant. And I've looked at from this angle, it should be pretty good, even though we will still build up from here. it will cover like this area here maybe, but if we come from an angle we can still see the castle open up. But what I did end up doing is, I think a house here will look good, but unfortunately that will kind of block this angle. But otherwise there will be such a huge empty area here, which I kind of don't want. So I'm just gonna explore or try a little bit, and not explore, that's the incorrect word, but I'm just gonna do some testing and see if I can make this work, and then we'll take it from there. But yeah, let me get to decorating and get back to you in just a little bit. Okay, so I think the outside is looking pretty good. I will probably still add some, or I definitely will add some decorations up top here, but maybe a little roof over this place. I don't know if I want to take, if I place a roof here, and you can't really see it from here, but I guess that really doesn't matter. But I mean, maybe if I place actually I need to do like this. If I place a roof from around this level and just outside here somewhere, maybe that could look cool. I don't know. We will see. But anyway, this outside is done. I guess I'll move to the inside and see what I can work here. This is my plan. It's gonna be a counter, and then I'm gonna have some shelves and stuff here, so that it's like a little bar or something, and have some tables here all the way around the edge here. I think that's gonna look really cool. And kitchen in the back, of course. Yeah. And upstairs, I don't think I'm gonna have any tables here. I think it's more true to the medieval theme if I make this someone's house up here. So whoever runs this restaurant also lives here. So I think that's what I will do. We should definitely be able to fit in a couple nice rooms here. So let's get to it. Okay, there we go. I have now actually done much more than what you have seen so far, and let me show you what I've done. If we can... Oh, there you go. So, I have now finished building 3 houses, of which 2 have been decorated with the interior. This greenhouse is still in the works. But I'll just quickly show you, I guess, the first one and second one. We have the balcony, which I guess you have seen already here, or terrace actually. And if we go in here, first of all, we have the kitchen, which is... Oh, that was a weird jump. That wasn't actually me. Which is just a basic house here, and those have some really different colors than what I remember. That's weird. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good actually. Very simple kitchen, but yeah, it works. And we also have the inside area here, which is like a little, I don't know, bar, underground bar. I don't know what to call this, but a little tavern-like feel here where the counter is there and you can just sit here and mingle and so on. And I think it turned out really good. We go upstairs. Of course, this is where the owners live, shopkeepers, and we have like an extra table here. I don't really know what they could use it for, but maybe if they have their family over or something. And we have like a bedroom here. I guess maybe kids could live here in the bunk beds, very similar to what we had in the castle. And then we have like a normal bedroom here with yeah, not much special here, but just a very simple like that. And then we of course have a little storage area in there as well. Turned out pretty good, I would say. And if we go just forward, I guess if you didn't see this outside, I think it turned out really well. I really like the detail here, it fits so well. But if we go to the next one, I actually built, it was quite a small house, a very small house, but it's like a filler house or whatever you want to call it. But I added a cellar here to make it a little bit bigger, so we have a little storage area. They have some food here maybe and so on. But I also have an upstairs, and this is actually a single person house, so there's only one single bed here and a little desk, and that's it. We don't really need that much detail to make it feel kind of homey, so that's it. But yes, then I've also started working on this, and we will see how it turns out. I haven't done any of the interior really, just some minor things, but we'll add some rooms and some decorations here, and continue, I guess, around this side. I have been thinking that maybe, depending on how I place these houses and how it works out, if there's a little gap here, I might make a huge tree here. But I'm not sure yet. It's totally depending on how everything plays out here. So we will see, because if I leave a gap here, that also means I need to decorate this side, which I'm not really sure I want to. I kind of want to make another house here, so I just have to continue with those houses and can just leave this like that. But we will see. But I think that's gonna be it for this episode. I have no idea how long it's gonna be because I'm recording this before I've edited it, but I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a comment, leave a like, and even subscribe. I think at this stage we're still at 49 subscribers, so you could be the 50th subscriber. That would be kind of fun, at least for me. I don't know if it's for you, but yeah, I guess I don't really have anything else to say, to be honest, but I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a comment, I really appreciate those. So other than that, I hope to see you next time. Take care and bye bye.